The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. We're up. We're at it. We're doing our thing. Yo, man, big day today for all of the markets. We got a jobs report coming out today, which will give us some indication of what the Fed's going to do, or whether or not we're going to go ahead and bake this rate cut in or not. Initial jobs report looks like they're out here creating jobs, which puts that rate cut into question, y'all, for September. If it continues, unfortunately, what you want to see is you want to see people not creating jobs. Kind of ass backwards, but yo, that's just the way it is, right? So we gotta see these jobs report. Gotta see how the market's gonna react to that. I don't know. We're gonna see a lot going on, man. A lot going on out here in this crazy world we live in. United States, everywhere. So around the world, a lot going on, man. Crazy world we live in. Only thing we can do, trade the market that's in front of our face. Keep trying to tell y'all that. We got some World Liberty financial news going on today. Obviously, with that token launch, there was going to be some drama. There's definitely some drama around that project right now. We'll get into some of that news, man. Got a market that looks like it's trying to bounce back a little bit. Took a pullback the other day, and looks like it's trying to come back a little bit today. See if this is a pump fake here. As the jobs report comes out at like 8:30. See what's going on with that. But yo, it's Friday, baby. TGIF to everybody. And we're up. We're doing our thing. We're at it. We're gonna get into this market. Glad to be back with my boys and girls up in the chat doing our thing. So yo, it's TGIF, man. And get ready for the weekend. Settle in. Friday afternoons. Always a little pullback in the market as people start to sell off. And it was a good day last night. Yo, the Eagles won, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly. That's all I can say. Yo, we back. Football season's back. So that's a beautiful thing here in the United States when football season comes back. So we love that. Get back into the chat. Let's get into the chat. What's up, Junior? Good morning. What's up, my boy Scottish over there? What's going on, dog? Yo, Scottish made a little bit. It took a long one at SPX 6900 yesterday. Didn't do too bad. Hit that quick pump up. Took some money out of the market. Not too bad, Scottish. What's up, Curtis? Good morning, my brother. Good morning. How are you? Let's go, baby. It is Friday. So we'll talk about kind of how we're going to play this market today, going into the jobs report. And yeah, Curtis, we're always working, baby. We're always on that grind. We're always working, always doing our thing. Non-stop work. Give me 120. That's right. It's always 120, Curtis. Give me 120 or don't come around, right? That's how we do it around here. Everybody in this chat, everybody on this channel, whether it's YouTube, whether it's X, whether it's TikTok, or whatever, we're giving 120, or you're just not you're not going to survive this. You're not going to survive this market, and you definitely ain't going to survive this chat if you ain't out here working, giving 120. So we here, we're doing it. Yeah, Junior, it's Friday, baby. It's Friday. TGI, motherfucker. You got a short day today, Junior? All right. There's my man Elmo, my man 50 grand right there. What's going on, brother? What's going on? How's your pie doing, Elmo? How's your pie doing, man? How's that going for you? What's up, Selmo, my man right there? Yo, Selmo, you get ready for the Browns game, man? You get ready for a Browns game? Or what's going on? What's going on with you, man? Yeah, we about to get into some of that Justin Sun news right there. Yo, Elmo, it is Friday, baby. That's why we up here talking trash, baby. Yo, how's that pie? How's your pie looking, Elmo? Come on, man. You still mining over there, man? You still taking the Vaseline? What you doing, man? How you taking it? How you taking that pie? You taking it with crust on top, crust on the bottom? Yo, Selmo. I don't think Elmo likes pie no more, man. I think he's got something against pie, man. What's going on, Selmo? Selmo, you get ready for the Browns or what, man? Come on, man. You gotta be pumped up. You gotta be pumped up for football season, baby. Come on. It's that time of year. Man, Junior. Everybody giving Junior credit. But let's go ahead. Let's get in this market. Let's look and see what's going on over here. You got the Asian markets. They traded pretty well last night. They did pretty good. Got the European markets killing it right now. So that's why Ken's not in the chat right now. He's over here dumping all that money that he's got, him and Fairground, into this chat, into the European markets over there, pumping them markets up, making them look good for me while I stream. So that's what he does. That's what he does for us. And we got the pre-markets here in the United States. Not looking too bad. Dow struggling this morning a little bit ahead of this jobs report, but this jobs report's pretty important today at 8:30. And Ondo, we got to get into a little bit of Ondo because they released their platform, and they released over 100. They released over 100 tokenized stocks that you're not allowed to trade on their platform, which is huge for Ondo. This is their thing. Mixed up with BlackRock there. This is their thing. So they released 100 that you can go on there right now and buy some tokenized stocks. Pegged to the price in the stock market, and they're talking about releasing, getting that up to like 1,000 here, relatively short, in a short period of time, and that's gonna be monstrous. And they're still gonna release their own blockchain, so everybody's kind of waiting on that. But right now, they're utilizing Chainlink as that bridge to cross chain a lot of their trading platform right now. So Ondo's making moves right now. Sleeping giant. I keep trying to tell you guys, this thing's a sleeping giant, and all these stocks you see over here on the stock market getting ready to be tokenized. Ondo's going to lead the way on that, and they definitely released their platform a couple days ago. It's cross-chained. They're utilizing Chainlink to take care of that, and it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing what's going on right now in crypto, and how the stock market's about to go. Wall Street 2.0 here on chain. So you better pay attention to what's going on over there at Ondo, and you better not sleep on it, because I'm telling you right now, it's a sleeping giant. And when this thing really starts to go, people are going to be like, damn, that thing was at 90 cents, 98 cents, 80 cents. Like, damn. But yeah, it's about to roll. Ohio. Yo, I like Cincinnati this year. I think somehow I think Cincinnati gonna do well. I think they're gonna make the playoffs. Cincinnati will make the playoffs, whether it's a wild card or whether they go ahead and win the division. Well, actually, Baltimore's gonna win that division, but they'll probably make it as a wild card. I do like Cincinnati. Oh, you guys got mentioned on the track, Junior. All right, so Junior's a star. He got mentioned on a rap track. Y'all, Junior's on point. How's Marbits doing? I don't know. I haven't checked Marbits in a while. Last time I looked, it wasn't doing too well. And look, I thought that they were going to. I thought Two Bit was going to do something over there. Yeah, so I think they fell off. I think there's something else going on over there. What's going on in Heat? Good morning. Good morning, my brother. I'm not too sure. Uh, I'm not too sure what they got going on over there with that token, but I think they're about to do something. Yeah, Junior's growing over there. Junior's growing his social media presence over there. He's doing well. But go, and I see him all over X. I don't post a lot on X anymore, but I do from time to time. But definitely, I stay over there. I stay over there looking around. So yeah, jobs reports is where it's at today, guys. At 8:30. That's going to drive this market. I mean, are we getting a pump fake right now in the crypto market? We going to see. Uh, UK laws could be affecting Marbits. All right, yeah, I don't really know what's going on too much over there. So there could be. I mean, it wasn't looking too good last time I looked at it. You still hold the bag? All right. All right. Glenn, what's going on? Good morning, brother. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? How are you, Glenn? Glenn says he doesn't know what Two Bit's doing. I think Two Bit's doing something over there. Last time I tuned in, he was talking about something coming. But we'll see. We'll see. Tough market out here, man. It's a tough market out here. You you always have to stay relevant. It's tough. Okay, so he might be doing an airdrop into a new token. That makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, it's a tough market over there, Glenn. Though this meme market is tough, man. Like I said, like you gotta when you launch a meme token, you gotta catch steam. You gotta catch steam quick, and then you gotta stay relevant. It's too hard. There's too many of them out here all the time. There's too many of them out here launching daily that if you're not a top meme and you don't catch steam quick, it's a tough grind. Just ask Junior. He's got a meme token. He's out there, grinding it out, man. It's a tough grind. Uh yes, yes, Perp is looking good. We might take a look at Perp today on here as we move through the morning. We may pull that chart up here. But yeah, so definitely stock market is rolling around the is definitely rolling around today. Right around 8:30 is gonna be going to be that big move. It's going to tell us a lot. So getting over here to the cryptocurrency market, we're sitting in neutral right now at 41 on a Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. Look at altcoin season tipping above 50, 50%. I mean, 50 points here. We got 51 out of 100. So definitely starting to creep up a little bit here on us in this altcoin season. So, get ready because this thing could pop at any given moment, and it just keeps teetering around and messing around right here where it's at. But when this thing pops, it could pop, right? So we know that we've all been, a lot of us have been through a altcoin season before, and when this thing goes, it's gonna go. We're sitting at a $3.86 trillion market cap right now. This is up from Wednesday when we streamed. We were at like 3.2, 3.1, somewhere up in there. I mean 3.81, 3.82, somewhere up in there. But so it's that market's definitely starting to come up a little bit. Got to break that 4 trillion. We keep talking about that 4 trillion because that 4 trillion market cap right there, that's where a lot of resistance is. That's where a lot of people want to start pulling profit out of the market. But me and Selma agree that 4.5 million market cap right there is kind of where we think I think altcoin season you're gonna see a massive push up at that 4.5, and you're gonna see a lot of retail FOMO come in right around there. And when that retail FOMO comes in, that's usually when people like us that have been around for the whole bear market really got to start taking some profits off the table. And that I think that'll happen right around that 4.2, 4.5 trillion dollar market cap. The ETF volume yesterday was terrible. Minus $390.2 million came out of the ETF market yesterday, led by Bitcoin, and obviously Ethereum leaked as well. This ETF market just leaked out all day yesterday. Was not a good day for ETFs, and that meant it was not a good day for the price action for Ethereum or Bitcoin. And we know that the altcoins are going to run as Ethereum runs. They are not going to listen until Ethereum actually pops off, which I think it will, and breaks that $5,000 mark and starts to make its way up. You're not going to really see an altcoin season until that happens. I think it will happen. It's just a matter of time. Ethereum just keeps curling up here, and whales just keep accumulating. But you got the foundation, the Ethereum Foundation, talking about dumping millions of dollars of Ethereum into the market as well. So that doesn't help. That doesn't help the news, but we'll see. We'll see what is going on in the markets today. But definitely Ethereum has to get up to that $5,000 mark, and then start to make its move back to the upside. I mean, really start to make its move, and then you're going to see that altcoin season start to pop off. But we're not going to see that until Ethereum pops off. Your altcoins are just going to kind of, you're going to get some gains, but you're not going to get that massive gains like you're going to get when Ethereum pops. And Ethereum will pop. It's just sitting here and keeps gaining steam, and keeps gaining whales. You see some Bitcoin whales now that are moving out of Bitcoin and starting to rotate into Ethereum. And this is what you want to see, right? So you got the Bitcoin dominance sitting at 57.9%. It's up a little bit. Ethereum dominance sitting at 13.8%. Came down a little bit. But it's the market. People were running for safety over the past couple of days, which makes sense, because the markets were so bad. You got the futures, the longs and shorts, $981.2 billion sitting out there right now, down from when we streamed on Wednesday. So a lot of people got liquidated. So it happens. You didn't talk about NVIDIA. No, well, because it's just trading sideways right now. There's not a lot going on with NVIDIA. It's just trading sideways, sitting right here at 171 Scottish. Just kind of like it's just stuck right here, between. Well, actually, it's actually going to come down this morning. It's at 170. It's at 170, 170 $6.28 right now, trading after hours. Yeah, so it's actually going to start the day worse than when it ended yesterday, but it's just trading sideways. It's really not doing a whole hell of a lot right now. They smashed their earnings. They did well on their earnings, and I was surprised because Nvidia sold off on a good earnings report, but they have an issue right now. Nvidia has an issue right now because their exports to China, they're always in question. They're going up and down, and can they export? Can they not export? What can they export? What can they not export? So it's kind of hurting their sales right now, right? So, but Nvidia itself is absolutely sitting solid in this range right here. And if you would have bought when we told you guys about to buy Nvidia, we were buying it was at $99. We bought the dip at 99. We told you everybody buy the dip at 99. So I don't know if you bought the dip at 99, like when we bought it. Are you really worried about trading sideways at 170? Probably not. But yeah, the reason we don't talk about it is it just really hasn't done much. Scottish, it's just hanging, right? It's just hanging. But I do think that Nvidia is the leader of AI, right? So when we talk about Nvidia, everything AI starts and stops with Nvidia. So they're definitely the leader. We do have a new stock that's getting ready to launch. Gemini, the cryptocurrency exchange, is in its IPO phase right now. You can go right on Robinhood and buy the IPO right now, or probably Webull or anywhere else that you trade. Anywhere else that you kind of trade, you probably can buy the IPO. But Gemini Exchange is in IPO right now, and actually the crypto IPOs have done pretty well up to this point, with the exception of eToro, who didn't really come out and perform the way that everybody thought. But Circle performed well. A couple of the other IPOs performed really well, the crypto IPOs, and now Gemini is sitting there in the IPO status. I think it was like $17 a share last time I looked, between 17 and 21 for the IPO price. They're in their final phase, right? They're in their final phase right now. So if you want to get into that IPO, it's sitting over there probably on most of the trading platforms. I actually got in to the Gemini IPO. I think they're going to do well. When you look at Coinbase's stock right now, it's performing pretty damn well given this market. And Gemini, I don't think that they'll do Coinbase type numbers, but I do think that they will do some decent numbers. And given the fact that Circle came out and really did well, I think Gemini will at least have a good pump to start. We'll see where it ends, right? Obviously, but getting in at the IPO is always a good thing. But yeah, so if you're looking for a new stock, a new IPO to get in and have the possibility of making some money, Gemini sitting out there for you, right? In launch date, I'm not really exact sure when their launch date is. I just know that they're in the final phases of their IPO. So definitely a good one to at least take a look at, right? So let's get over here. Let's talk a little bit about this news. World Liberty Fi. Obviously, you knew that this token wasn't going to launch without some sort of issue. And we talked about this on Wednesday. I told you guys that World Liberty Fi, their contract was kind of funky. There's a lot of stuff in their contract that, if it wasn't World Liberty Fi, that we probably wouldn't buy this contract. But they definitely they definitely exercised their ability to blacklist wallets, and they blacklisted Justin Sun's wallet. Justin Sun is pissed, and I'd be pissed too. And this is one of the reasons why you don't buy contracts that have blacklist function in them, because at any moment in time, the developers of these projects, they can go ahead and say and blacklist your wallet and basically stop you from trading, basically take control of your money, right? This is your money. You put your money into a project, and you should be able to buy, sell, and trade as you so choose, right? And this is why you don't buy contracts with blacklist functions in there. Justin Sun's pissed. He should be pissed. This is a crap move by World Liberty Fi, because you shouldn't have a blacklist function inside of your contract. Them days, let me think about the guy who got in Pepe at what was it, a couple $100, ended up being a millionaire, and then they blacklisted his wallet. This isn't what you want. This isn't what you want in your contract. This isn't okay. Even if Justin Sun was dumping, as they accuse him of, you still shouldn't get your wallet blacklisted, because that's your money, right? That's your money. You should be able to do what you want. Would they have blacklisted his wallet if he was selling while the chart was dumping? No. So, what's the difference? He should be able to do what he wants. And unfortunately, this is going to leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. You can't be blacklisted wallets. You just can't. You just can't. It's not okay. And it is what it is, man. But I don't know if they knew it was Justin Sun's wallet. I don't know what the deal was over there. I'm assuming that he got in on that initial pre-sale. So they probably knew it was his wallet. They probably doxed, you probably had to dox your wallet for that initial pre-sale. But still, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So, again, the SEC postpones the decision on a 21 share SUI ETF. Here's the thing: when it comes to the SEC in the ETFs, XRP ETFs, all ETFs, I don't think that they're going to approve any ETFs until we get the Clarity Act approved, right? I think that they're just going to keep kicking that ball down the road until all of these until the Clarity Act gets approved and there's guardrails up, and then I think they're going to flood the market with the ETFs. So SUI's ETF got kicked down the road again. XRP ETFs got kicked down the road. There's a bunch of other ETFs. A bunch of the XRP ETFs got kicked down the road. It just is what it is. Like, and I don't necessarily disagree with this decision from the SEC to kick these ETFs down the road until the Clarity Act gets approved and there's some guardrails up, and it makes, because this is about institutional investors, right? When you start talking about ETFs, you start talking about institutional investors, you start talking about putting these things into 401ks, you start talking about, all the rest of these things that go along with institutional and stock market investors. And what do they want? They want clarity, i.e. the Clarity Act, and they want to make sure that when they do things like, really roll these out to their customers, especially their big money customers, that they know that nothing's going to change except for the price, not the rules and regulations moving forward. And that's what that Clarity Act's going to give them. And they're not going to do much until that happens, right? So they're not, so Bitcoin's a little different. The Bitcoin ETF was a little different. Ethereum ETF's a little different. Them two were basically labeled commodities right off the bat. Bitcoin being a historic value, Ethereum being around forever. So, a little bit easier for them to really kick off the ETF market, but everybody else is just gonna have to wait. They're just gonna have to shut up and wait, until this Clarity Act passes. And it is what it is. And XRP's price is just going to sit here and trade sideways until their ETFs come out. So you might get a $3.50 XRP, but that thing's not going above $4 until the ETFs come out. There's not enough money in the market to push it that high. In my opinion, this is just DG's opinion, that there's not enough money in the market to push it that high until you get these institutional investors starting to come in here. So, it's just going to trade sideways until that happens. So looking over here at the market, let's look at the market. Baby, looks good. Looks green. Nice and green on the day. Hours filling in a little bit red. As this initial jobs data comes in before 8:30, you start to get a feel of where it's going. you're going to start to see the market start to price some things in. A little bit red, not bad though. It actually looks pretty damn decent right now. This meme coin M here, the meme coin, call it meme coin, meme core. I'm sorry, went on a hell of a run yesterday. When you look at it, this thing was up over 50 something percent yesterday. It went on an absolute monster tear yesterday. Pump actually went on a good run yesterday too. It was up 20-30%. Don't really know why. I don't really follow the Pump token that much because I'm not a big fan of Pump.fun. But which is why I'm so happy that Bonk released their launchpad over there on Solana to help them devs out, give them devs a little bit of cash. Pump.fun was just robbing the hell out of them guys. So glad to see Bonk launch their platform. But Pump last night, yesterday, when the rest of the market was down. You got Bitcoin sitting at $112,326 right now. Definitely up from the past couple days where it was around 109 to 110, touched 111, came back down, a couple times, but not bad. Hey, remember that jackass that was on the stream on Wednesday who kept saying Bitcoin was going down to 107? I said no, it'll probably touch 112, and he wanted to argue with me. Well, guess what? It's at 112, and it never touched 107. So I don't know. His research was good though. Ethereum sitting at $4,421 right now, so not bad, not bad. Yeah, meme core has been killing it for days. It's been killing it since it actually came out, man. And it's actually meme core is actually doing really well. If you look at meme core, just M here, and you pull back, because I was actually looking at it yesterday. If you look at it and you pull it back, this is a year, right? You look at this thing, and over the course of a year, this thing has absolutely been on a monster ride. If you look at it, it was 0.0. It was 5 cents back here, right? And that you get it all time high over a year. You're looking at $1.57, right? That's a hell of a run. That's a hell of a ride right there. So this thing has been on a nasty ride. You look at it's right there. It's $1.57 right now. You look at the year all-time high, $1.57. This thing has been on a nasty ride, man. Nasty ride. I like it. The price action has been really good over here. Think you're gonna sell your World Liberty 5 for meme core? I'll tell you what I did with my World Liberty 5 was listen, man, I got in. I took a long on World Liberty 5 when it launched. A little bit of a run up. Made a little bit of money on a run up, but yesterday I seen that you could see the dump coming. Right, you could just see the dump coming in the whole market. So so I actually just went in and reversed my long to a short. Rode it down for a while. Made some money on short. Rode it down for a little bit, and then went ahead and cashed it out. I didn't play around with it. What crypto crashed? And that was a title that was a thumbnail I put up there yesterday when the market was coming down, and it was coming down quick. That's why I changed the title of the stream to the bounce back, but I didn't go in and change the thumbnail. So, but market was in pretty rough shape yesterday, so I just didn't change the thumbnail. All right, Junior, have a good one. But yeah, I like meme core. I think meme core has shown a lot of strength here in this market, and it's actually had a really, really nice run. So not bad. And like I said, meme core has been green when the rest of the market has been red. for a little bit now. So it's definitely gaining a lot of ground here. So I like where they're at. Down today, I'd watch the pullback on this though. I wouldn't get in right now. I'd watch for a pullback on meme core. You know it's going to pull back. It went up almost 50% yesterday. It'll have a little bit of a pullback today. You know, people a little bit of profit taking going on up in there, and then that's kind of when you jump in for that next run to the upside. But yeah, I like meme core. I like what they're doing over there. I like the price action over there is really good. So I like where they're at, what they're doing. I like Polygon as well. Polygon's another sleeping giant sitting over here at 28 cents. You see price action on the day. I mean, on the hour is not that great, but when you pull this thing back, over just this month, right? It's actually gaining some steam here, and Polygon itself on chain is gaining a lot of volume on chain as well. You look at the poly markets right now, all ran off. A lot of them are ran off the Polygon network. The poly markets are really starting to take off, and I think they're starting to really put a lot of volume on the Polygon chain, and which is driving that price up a little bit with that volume. So I like it. And I think as the poly markets start to take off more and more, you're going to start to see a little bit more price action over here on Polygon, and football season's just starting. So a lot of poly markets are taking bets on football season over here in the United States, and I think you're going to see a lot of volume over there from that. But Ondo, guys, with the launch of that chain, I mean, with the launch of their platform, they're actually doing really well, and they hung on during this little pullback. They hung on pretty damn well, and I think it was all probably the launch of that platform, the launch of the 100 tokenized stocks cross chain, and which allowed them to at least hang on and not go down as far as some of the other projects that went down 20-30%. Some of these altcoins were down 20-30% just a couple of days ago. Ondo didn't take that big of a hit. It took a hit, but not that big of a hit. And I think with the release of that news, I think that kind of helped them out a little bit. So I really like where Ondo's going. I really think that Ondo is just that sleeping giant for you guys. SPX 6900. You guys know I love this project right here. Yeah, it took a pullback a little bit down up to 116 though. This thing yesterday was down to like 19, 18, somewhere up in there. So where did it get down to? 107. Got down to $1.07, right? Got down to $1.07 yesterday. Was a good entry. Definitely a good entry down here, 107, 108. Sitting at 117 right now. This meme coin right here, it just continues to perform. I don't know how else to say it to you guys. It just continues to perform. It'll take a step back. It'll take a dip back with the rest of the market. But the bounce back for SPX 6900 is usually pretty damn good. I don't know how else to put it to you. It's there. It keeps giving you opportunities, and then it keeps bouncing back pretty strong and give you another opportunity, and does the same thing on rinse and repeat. So, I don't know. We've been talking about it since 30 cents. So, anybody's talking about it now, I hope they've been talking about it since 30 cents like we have here on this channel, because I don't know, me and Scottish have been on it for a minute. The other meme coin, I think, here's Pudgy Penguin sitting at 2 cents 9. Right around 3 cents is where this thing likes to sit. It's where it's comfortable. I mean, you look at it on the week, it plays around in this 3 cent range, 3.1, 3.3. You look at it on the month, same thing. It just plays around. You look at it, got up to 4 cents, 4.1 here, but it usually sits pretty damn well and pretty comfortable in that 3 cent range, between 3.5. So, I don't know. The meme coins I think that are gonna run this bull run as we get into it, SPX 6900, Pepe, Pudgy Penguin, and Bonk, I think are gonna have really nice runs here. And if you notice one theme, None of them have been through a bull market before. ASI or FET, depending on where you're looking or what exchange you're on, sitting at 61 cents. Took a pullback. You know, I mean, but this is the AI play, right? This is my AI play for the run. This is kind of where I think the AI money is going to filter. Pull it back a year. Always like to pull charts back a year just to get some perspective. And you look at it at $2.13. At its yearly high. So it's still you're still in a good range for ASI. But I think that this is going to be the blue chip AI play for this meme run. I mean this bull run. I think it's just it's up there. They're developing. They're doing their thing. They collaborated. They had a bunch of projects come together to make one, which is what you want to see. I think that is the recipe for success, right? So I think that just my opinion. My opinion is that is the AI play of the run. I know a lot of people like Render. A lot of people like the graph. So on. So on and so forth in the top 250. But ASI is the one that I believe is going to win, and that's where I'm putting my bet. Right, I'm putting my bet on ASI. XRP sitting at $2.84. They can't hold $3, man. They can't hold $3. Nobody wants your opinions. Everybody loves my opinions. Like you get people jumping on here. From a title yesterday, going what crash? Blah blah blah. I mean, you make a thumbnail a day in advance, and then the market turns around, and you got to answer questions about it. But it's all good. It's all good. But Elmo, you want my opinion. You love my opinion. You never take my advice, but you love my opinion. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, you got XRP sitting here at $2.84. Man, we talked about this, and I said, the bulls might get exhausted here. The bulls might get exhausted trying to hold this thing at $3, and I think that's exactly what happened. Is the bulls just got exhausted. They ran out of money. They got exhausted. They couldn't keep pumping that $3 price, and the bears came in and kind of took over. And we'll see as this market starts to hopefully turn around today, because we get a good jobs report. The jobs report in a way that we need it at 8:30. Maybe XRP can get back above that $3 mark, but it's been an absolute struggle for them. And you know what I mean? I mean, we're not going to sit here and sugarcoat this thing or make it any. We're not going to make it any better or worse than what it is. But we're definitely not going to sugarcoat it. XRP's struggling right now, and it struck $3 was the mark that it needed to hold in order to really hit that next move to the upside. Now, some people will pull out a chart and they'll look at it and they'll go, "Yeah, but this is this and this is that, and XRP is going to go, to $1,000 here this run." Before you can talk about an XRP at $50, before you can talk about one at $20, or before you can talk about one, at even $10, can we hold $3? Can we hold $3? Because if you can't hold $3, then you can't do any of the rest, right? So, as much as I like the X's, the triple X's, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you either. XRP's struggling worse than the rest of the market, so they've got to do something. You got to do something. And like I said, you can exhaust your bulls to the point where they're tapped out, and I think that's kind of where they are right now. They're tapped out. FUD. Hey, it's Friday. It's Truth Friday. Sometimes you just gotta tell the truth, man. Can't be out here bullshitting people, man. Just gotta tell the truth. Cardano's doing well, 83 cents, not bad. Holding on pretty strong. Hydro Liquid, I really like this project. We've been talking about this project since $13. Sitting at $46.77 right now. Just continues to perform. This is the platform right here at Hydro Liquid Hype that we've been waiting for in the DeFi sector since DeFi came out. And nobody else has been able to pull this off except for Hype. Layer 1 blockchain, long, short, spot trading, launchpad, everything that you could possibly need, all decentralized, sitting here, right here, on its own layer 1. So that's why it's so successful. Everybody has been waiting for this. Unfortunately, I can't use it. I wish I could, but where I live, I can't use it. But the moment that I'm able to use this Hydro Liquid, all my centralized exchanges that I trade on, I'm done. I'm moving everything over here. This is what everybody's been waiting for, and no other dev could pull this off. Well, I shouldn't say no other dev could pull this off. Nobody has pulled this off like Hydro Liquid. I'm looking at Hydro Liquid at $100 plus this next in this cycle right here, in the one that we're in. Just because of the platform it has, and everybody's been waiting for a platform like that. So in DeFi, Sui holding on, $3.38. Holding on, baby. It's holding on. Hold on, baby. Again, XLM, gotta see that 40 cent. Gotta see 40 cents. AVAX doing pretty well. Even yesterday, it did well. Sitting at $24.70 right now. Not doing too bad. Kronos is the winner. Kronos was the winner of August. Can Kronos be the winner of September as well? Sitting at 26 cents right now. It absolutely blew the doors off of every other project when it came to percent gains in the top 200, in the top 200, 250. Kronos was the winner here. And we knew that Kronos was going to take off. You knew that Kronos was going to do something to boost this price and try to get some legs underneath their token here, because remember, this thing lagged the market for a long time, but you knew Kronos was a little bit too big just to sit back and do nothing. So it did something. It hooked up with Trump Media, World Liberty Fi for their liquidity. It did a lot of things over there on its platform. So here we go. How far is it going to go? Where is it going to take off to? But I'm telling you, Kronos, it's just too big just to sit there dormant, right? You look at World Liberty Fi sitting here at 18 cents. Absolutely took a shit dive. No, I mean, let's just be honest. This thing, when this thing launched, it had all the hype that it needed. It had the people behind it. It had the people tweeting about it. It had all the hype for this launch, and it did absolutely nothing. It did nothing, but go down since the day it launched. And the thing about it is and then you start to see, them guys starting to blacklist wallets like Justin Sun and all them guys. Well, you got to remember, this thing had a lot of angel investors that came in this thing at $1 million plus, right? And you start blacklisting them wallets, you start to leave a bad taste in people's mouth. And I don't know. We'll see where World Liberty Fi goes. I was big on this thing. I thought it was going to run. I still think it's got a run in it, but they got to do better. You look at the Trump brothers here in the family. They pocketed. I shouldn't say they pocketed, but there's $5 billion of profit out there, right? That they've got from their pre-sales or the tokens that they're holding. And to see this chart at 18 cents and they're sitting on $5 billion is a little discouraging. You would think that they would want to come out and really pump the chart and really make this project take off, but it's not happening. It's actually going the other way. It's going the other way, and I don't know. This one's going to get interesting, and I can't call it. There's too many there's too many factors to call this thing. You have angel investors holding a large supply of this token, right? A large supply. And then you have, the Trump family sitting on 5 billion in between the pre-sale and the tokens that they're holding right now in this thing. And then you have blacklist functions in the contract. You have a proxy contract. You have blacklist. And when you look at the way that this contract's written, if this was any other project other than World Liberty Fi, we would look at this contract and say, don't buy this. Don't buy this contract. But the fact that it's World Liberty Fi, it's ran by the Trump family, they're not going to rug. Oh my God, could you imagine the press around that? You kind of feel a little bit safer, but the contract itself is terrible. The contract itself is absolutely terrible. Yeah, Eric Trump is on he's on the Polymarket team as well. Like he's on the Polygon like advisory board or something like that. And he's helping them guys with the Polymarkets and stuff like that. So we talking World Liberty Fi. You out of here, Elmo? What the hell, man? You leaving? You see, Elmo just gets up out of here. He just jets. He gets up out of here. I don't know. I think Elmo's going to count as pie. Later, Elmo. Later, man. Have a good day. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see where that goes. But all right, let's see what time we got here. In a couple minutes. Let's look at some of these charts. Where are we at over here? We got the Ethereum chart pulled up. So we got $4,418 sitting on Ethereum right now. Getting ready to go into overbought territory here pretty soon. So I don't know. I think Ethereum's got a pump in it that's gonna pump pretty good here. So I like where Ethereum is. I think that Ethereum's got an $8,000 price tag on it all day, every day, and it's sitting here at 4,400. So I think there's gains to be made here, and ultimately the bottom line is we have to make the gains, because if you don't, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get an altcoin. The altcoin season is just going to keep getting kicked back. We talked about SUI. SUI's back into its moving averages right now, back into the overbought territory right here. It is definitely trying to make a run today back up to $3.38, but it's definitely in its EMAs. Got to bust above the 200. Got to bust above the 200. Stay above the 200. You got XRP, like we said, it's just trading sideways right here. It's not doing anything, just trading sideways. And it's starting to get into this overbought territory up here. So we'll see. But with a good jobs report here at 8:30, you could see all of these projects really bust out. We got Chainlink sitting right here. It's just trading in this box, right? It's trading in this box. You guys know I love my boxes, right? Because you can trade these boxes, until it busts out of this box. Once it touches that box, you can go ahead and set a position, a short position at the top, a long, and reverse that long position at the bottom, and you can just trade this box until it breaks out, right? So if you put in 10 or 15 trades inside this box and you win, and then as it busts out, if you lose one, you still won, right? You still won. You just hopefully the one that it breaks out and you're in a long position and you still win, right? But it's definitely Chainlink is just trading sideways. WIF 81 cents right here. Got WIF going back over $1 here pretty quick, as long as the jobs report's good. We talked about SPX 6900. You look at it, it's definitely in an overbought scenario right now. But look at this is a 4-hour chart, guys. But look at the last 8 hours on SPX 6900. Definitely just starting to put some green candles on the chart. So we definitely like them. Solana, Doing well as well over the past 8 hours. 2 candles here. Getting up, starting to level off. I think you'll probably see a little bit of a sell off on Solana coming in here pretty soon. Probably retesting these moving averages right here, and then before it bounces back up to 210. I got Solana going to 210 on a good jobs report. On a jobs report that sends the market right. So I think Solana will do well. Again, you got AVAX who underperformed the market, so it's got some making up to do. It's got some making up, but here we go. Right, 8 hours are good. Got a nasty resistance level right here, right around 25 dollars and 30 cents, somewhere up in there between 25 dollars and 30 and 25 dollars and 25 cents. Got a nasty resistance level, so could be getting kicked off of that level today. It's got to break through it in order for it to move. So Ondo, we talked a lot about Ondo. Ondo's a wild card right here with the launch of their tokenized assets. So sitting at 92 cents right now. You look at Ondo, came all the way down here around 80 something cents, moved back up to 92 cents on that news. Got a looks like we got sell signal right here on Ondo sitting here at 92 cents right there. It's definitely starting to come down over. It's overbought. It's overbought. Starting to people are starting to sell off a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see where Ondo goes. I think Ondo's definitely on a push up to $1 here at some point soon. Soon. Got Pepe. Oh boy. Oh, my boy Pepe. Gave this zero back. Sitting at 5096. Got to regain this zero. Got to get to 4010. Got to regain this zero. It pulled back. It pulled back pretty steeply up in here. You look at this pullback right here. Told you guys that I was going to go in and get a little bit more here if it dropped to zero. And I mean, if it regained the zero, and I definitely did. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on with it here in a minute. Airdrome, my other sleeping giant with Ondo. I think Airdrome is a monster, and you see past 8 hours, it's been performance in that $1.18 right now. So definitely moving pretty damn well. Like where Airdrome is. And again, World Liberty Fi. You look at this thing. Look at that thing, man. That thing just looks like a fallen rock right now. On the 4 hour, it is starting to gain a little bit of momentum as the morning moves on, but that chart just looks bad. Trump boys better come on and start tweeting about that, because that thing looks bad. Perp, you guys know I put a little bit of a video together for Perp. Like this project, looks good. Market cap sitting at 101K right now. Definitely had a big move up past couple days here. So I like where Perp is right now. Liquidity sitting at 29.5K. So definitely got a good liquidity account. Holders are starting to come up a little bit as well. So definitely like where Perp is. This one's over here on the base chain. So let me refresh this real quick. I think it didn't refresh. So I like where Perp is right now. It needs a little bit more volume, right? It's in at 10 cents right now. I think when I put the video out about it, it was like at 8 cents, somewhere up in there. But it needs a little bit more volume over there. But it's coming, right? It's growing, it's coming. So I like where it is. So looks good. Everything looks good. Market looks good. 8:30, guys. Pay attention to this market at 8:30. 8:30 is going to be key. Gotta look at the jobs report at 8:30. Unfortunately, what you want to see, and this is unfortunate for the United States, but it's what we got to see to pump the markets. You actually want to see people not hiring. That'll force them to cut rates. But if you come out, you see a jobs report where they're actually adding more jobs than what they expected. Don't expect a rate cut in September. Because there's really no reason to cut rates. As long as people are adding jobs, there's really no reason to cut rates. That's what That's what Jerome Powell's going to say. That's what the FOMC is going to look at. So what you want to see is you want to see some people not hiring right now, and we get another jobs report before the FOMC meeting. So you get two that are going to affect this market. So, but yeah, we definitely, if we see a jobs report that's that beats expectations and beats it well, you're going to see all these markets start to come down a little bit, because everybody's going to start taking that 25 basis point rate cut that's priced into the markets. They're going to start taking it out of the market. So pay attention. It's going to be at 8:30, so it's not too far from now. What I'm doing is I'm doing absolutely nothing until I see that jobs report. I'm not buying, I'm not selling, I'm not doing anything until after that happens. And we're just going to kind of kick back and chill and just see what it looks like, right? And sometimes you got to just wait for the news, and that's what we're going to do today. So, yo, happy Friday, y'all. You guys have a great weekend, and stay 10 toes down on this market, because this thing can flip on you in a quick second. It goes up, it goes down in a matter of a second, matter of a tweet, a matter of the news, just in any given moment. So, you know, pay attention to what's going on, man. And we'll see you guys on Monday morning. You guys want more content from me, go check me out on TikTok. I try to put 3 or 4, news articles or videos or something out there a day. So go check me out on TikTok. Go do that. And we'll get back at you guys on Monday morning on this live. Thank you guys for hanging with me all week in the chat, and making our lives special. So with that, we're up out of here, and we'll see you guys on Monday. You guys have a great weekend. Stay safe. Bye.